Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to another edition of the Bible Code or the Prophetic Insight. So I got in front of me another new Bible Code of what's happening right now currently. So we're in a new month now. It's called Cheshvan, which started right after, I think they call it the eighth day, which happened on the 19th. Now we've entering into this new thing here called Cheshvan. So we're still in 5781, which is 2021, according to the Jewish calendar. So not to be confused with the Gregorian calendar, because there's a difference between that. So a lot of people get mixed up with 2021 to 20, whatever. So just to clarify, because there is a difference between that. So in case you don't know, but anyways, look at this Bible code. There's some events here happening a lot. Let's just point out some highlights, okay? So we've got Elijah here. We've got codes. We've got the coronavirus, and we've got sons of Joseph. We've got Messiah. Three Messiahs here, indicating. Well, the question is, which Messiah is it? Our Messiah Jesus, or is it the Antichrist, or what happens? And then we confirm that this is Cheshvan. Now, interesting on this Bible code, it says the Messiah Cheshvan. So what that means is that the Messiah, either the Messiah appearing, as you know, there were some rumors that Rosh Hashanah, the head rabbis were secretly meeting with the Messiah. Now, when I'm talking about Messiah, meaning the Antichrist, because we know Jesus hasn't come yet, and they're meeting with the Antichrist regarding this secretly, but it has not been publicly revealed yet, so they say. So, but interesting, in this Bible code, you've got the Messiah and then Cheshvan. So what does that mean? Does that mean that he's going to be publicly revealed, or I don't know? So, but a lot of words of Messiah here, very interesting, as you can see right in front of me. Then you got the word son of Jesse, right? And you got son of Joseph, and then you got codes. You got Elijah. Now, there's interesting is that there's some rumors also that, according to Brenda, she mentioned that the Elijah and Moses, they're already in the planet. They're already here on Earth, but they're not publicly revealing themselves yet. So I don't know if that's true or not, but we will see. I'm not going to argue with anything, but I'm open for anything that comes up. She also stated that the rapture would happen on the 17th, 18th, which unfortunately didn't happen. So bummer. So we don't really know now when the rapture, probably next year maybe, right? We do know that the election is coming up in about maybe a couple weeks from now. Not very, very close on that. And the other Bible code showed who would be reelected. I don't have to say this, because you just look in the archives and you'll find out. But we will see. We will see what happens. A lot of people argue and say, well, if the Bible code is real, then it will happen. If it not, then we don't know, right? So that's true. We don't really know until it happens. But anyways, I'm just showing you what the Bible code says here. So I'll make it a little bit bigger so we can look at it together, because I know some of you who don't have giant screens and you might be looking at your phone. So let's review one more time. Oh, you got the word here. Then the plague against Israelites was checked, those who died of the plague. So it's referring to a verse, I believe, in the Bible. I think it's in the Torah, but but this is based on the search on the Bible Code. So again, you've got the word Messiah. Sorry, Elijah, because as you know, in the end time, there's going to be two witnesses that come up, which is Elijah. Right? We know for a fact Elijah is one of them because it stated it very clearly. Elijah, and then we don't really know who the second person is. If it's Moses or Enoch. There's some theories that some people say that it's Enoch, and I used to believe in Enoch. But according to the scripture, in the description about the parting of the Red Sea and controlling it's Moses. So that I've changed my view on that. So I believe it's now Elijah and Moses. So we got the word Elijah here. So does that mean that Elijah will be appearing? Or does it mean that he's secretly in the scene? So I would believe that there are angels already in the planet, that are, I would say, planted, or they're waiting for the master's call. They're waiting for Abba Father, to give the commands of the trumpets and the seals and whatever. But we know for a fact that the angels are, because the New Testament talks about that, because it says that you'll be doing stuff, and that it says that you may be entertaining angels in disguise, according to scripture says, strangers, right? So anyways, let's go back to the chart. Sorry. So you got codes, which represents the Bible code, so certain things that will come forth on that. And then you got the word corona, so we know what that means. And then we've got son of son of Joseph here in green. You got the word Messiah in green. You've got the word Messiah in blue. And then you've got son of Jesse. You got Messiah. And then you got another Messiah here in pink or purple. Then you got Messiah in black. So two of them there. You got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6 words that says Messiah. And then you got the Messiah Cheshvan, which is this month. Interesting. So it's a mystery. We'll see what happens. Now here is the calendar of this current month. Let me just pull that up here so you can see it better. All right, let's pull that up here. All right, so let's make that smaller so you can see that clearly here. Okay, so this whole month is a very interesting month, October. We had Sukkot that just passed, right? And we had the different holidays here, the 8th day and so forth, and so now we've got in Tisri, sorry. I'm sorry, I don't have enough screen here. So anyways, so now we've entered into a new place, and this is that 8th day I was talking about right here, celebration, so forth. Now we're in Cheshvan right here, starting here. So we're about to hit Cheshvan on here. Now, according to that Bible code, it said Messiah here. So I'm gonna pull that up again so you guys can see that. Let me see if I can pull that over here. Okay, so there you go. Here we are on the 20th. So in the Jewish calendar, we are currently right here, if you can see that. Also, we're in a time of Halloween too, so coming up in about a couple weeks, or about a week or so. Very interesting. So interesting. So I was going to say, well, I don't know when the rapture would happen, but we've got a clear indication here, according to the Bible code, that the Messiah, again, will be present, or at least in the spirit, or somewhere in this month. This 2 weeks here, or maybe 3 weeks. But let me read something here, very interesting, that talks about Cheshvan holiday here. Now, if I'm pronouncing it wrong, forgive me. I'm sorry. Um, but anyways, according to what this means, this is a month. This is a month of bitterness and challenge. So I hope you get that. It's a month of bitterness and challenge. Well, we know that it is a challenge because we really don't know what's going to happen, right? It's been very, very interesting from this whole thing happening. But I'm reading according to this. What I'm reading right now is from Hebrews for Christians, so it's for us people here who are believers in Christ, that to follow. And I actually got this from a friend of mine. He's a rabbi, and he's he knows a lot about this stuff, and very cool stuff. So I'm going to pull it up here so you guys can see it as well, so you guys can follow along. Let's see. All right. Thank God, huh? There you go. So we are in this new month. It says that it is a month of bitterness and challenge. Bitterness and challenge. And this month, it says the biblical calendar of this month immediately follows after the holiday of Tisri, which just passed. Because it says that because there is no festivals during this month. Oh, by the way, I have this one chart here. It's called the fall holidays, and I'm going to pull it up right here. Let's see if I can pull it up. All right, there you go. So I'm just going to pull this up here, and we'll follow around here. So basically, there is no festivals during this month, neither any feast or fasting, and it is a mark the start of cold, rainy season in Israel. Well, obviously, because it's winter, right? So it's winter. A lot of places are winters and stuff. It says the Torah records, according to God, brought the flood that destroyed the whole world in Cheshvan, according to Genesis 7, 10 through 11. It says that it destroyed the whole world, right, because of the flood. Interesting. Now, I can see some prophetic signs through this thing here. So, it says that during this month was a time of Noah's flood. Because Noah's flood began and ended during this month, Cheshvan generally means a time of judgment and hardship. So I guess there is some prophetic stuff regarding this month, because it's like Moses, right? Now it kind of right there, it kind of shows you about perhaps the rapture can happen. Reason why? Because we know that in the Bible, Matthew 24 talks about Noah's Ark, right? It'll be a time of like Noah's Ark, right? Like the time of Noah and the flood, right? Time of Sodom and Gomorrah, as we know, but Noah's flood. So this is a time when the Noah's flood happened, okay, according to history. But also, it says that it is a time when the Jewish people during the ages that happened in Germany, you know the situation, Germany, and I can't mention that word because of the internet. But you can look through the histories on that. So it's November the 9th of 1938 when these things happen. But it's judgment, right? Also, it says that its association in judgment with some Jewish traditions, maintaining the month Cheshvan will eventually lose its bitterness because it'll be during this time that the third temple will be inaugurated for the messianic believers. Whoever this future temple will be the tribulation temple, which where the Messiah, meaning the Antichrist, will betray Israel in the midway, according to the final weeks of Daniel, according to the great prophecy. And it says that it's the end of days of the fourth, whatever. So already there's some interesting stuff about this month. I don't know if you guys know, but according to this, so we're looking at this stuff, and so it's a month of bitterness challenge. So right now, as we know, oh, by the way, there's a verse here. It says Psalms 104:19. It says he made the moon to mark the season. By the way, beginning of this month of this Tisri, end of Tisri, Cheshvan, I believe I shared with a video of a rabbi. He went up to the Temple Mount to blow the shofar. What he was trying to do is trying to blow the shofar for 30 times, 30 times on that. And so if you get anything what I'm saying on my mumble and jumble, my scrambling of words, tongue twisters, of what is this guy saying? So this month, prophetically, according to the Jewish calendar, because I'm going by the Jewish calendar, not the Western calendar, not according to what the world says, but according to what the Jewish calendar says, because I believe there's some significance, prophetic insights that goes as far as what we're saying. And I'm gonna try to do this here for a second and see if this will work. And I'm gonna try to put these two calendars together so you can see them both, and it'll be kind of a challenge if I can do that here. Second, maybe. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Here we go. So I'm going to do that, and here's the Bible code. And so now you have two of the things happening. You have the Bible code in the left side of me, which explains the secrets of the hidden word of the Torah, Bible code. And then you've got the Jewish calendar and Christian version, so that us Christians can understand what this means prophetically for the Christians, because it's geared toward the Christians to know. So according to this, and then the middle is of course the fall holidays, which is coming with all this stuff happening here. So in bottom lines, which is very interesting, is that it's a time of bitterness challenge, but it's also a time of Noah's Ark. And you know that he built an ark. He was told to build this ark because there's going to be a huge flood, meaning judgment that's about to happen. So it just shows of the end time again of things happening, because we know Matthew 24, some of the signs already happen or happening. I don't have to repeat myself. So you guys know about it, earthquakes, various places, war, rumors of war. We know that. We know about the stars, the sky, the sun, all this stuff happening. But we also know in this Bible code and this month of Cheshvan, that somewhere in here it talked about the third temple. And very ironically, that you have the words Messiah, Messiah, Messiah. And here it does state the fact of the Antichrist that's going to enter in to the third temple. And as you guys know, obviously, they want that third temple. They want that third temple to be built. And so it could be the initiation of building the third temple. You've got the Messiah appearing here in so many words here, which he said it was kind of interesting. The rabbi said that he's amazed because how many messiahs here, and he color coded him: two in black, one in green, blue, and then pink or purple here. So, and then you've got Elijah here. So all these things are happening in front of us. So it's kind of like, when I look at it as almost like they're all waiting. It's like the angels are waiting, Elijah's waiting, us Christians, believers are waiting, the Jews are waiting. They're all waiting, until God will just pull the trigger. And many people, as I've shared, had visions, rapture visions, and visions of the end. Dana Coverstone, as you know, he's one of the most popular ones that have these end time visions, and other people have end time visions, and a lot of people have been woken up in the middle of the night, like myself, having God dreams and the Lord speaking to them about the end times. So we already know it's the end times. It's just a matter of when these things happen. And now we've got the election coming up. So what does he mean by Noah's flood? What does he mean? I'm just reading this according to here. You guys can see it yourself. What does he mean by Noah's flood and the ending of this month, and regarding the time of judgment and hardship? So I'm going to make this really big so you guys can see it, and you don't think you're not saying this, that way I don't seem like I'm just like kind of mumbling this whole thing. But I hope you guys can see this here. Where is that? Okay. Okay, so Cheshvan right here. Okay, there we go. Right there. It talks about during the history, what the history happened during the whole time. Looks like it's the beginning of World War II, right? And then you also have the words of the Messiah, the third temple here, and it talks about Daniel's great prophecy of that, right? And then let me just go before that. According to that, it talked about the month here. What it meant. It means it's a start of cold and rainy season. And now remember when you guys, I was talking and saying that this is that it's happening both in the natural and the spiritual realm. I don't know if you guys having that. See, right now I'm having a lot of attacks by doing this broadcast as well. I'm having these feedbacks and having these computer issues that are being annoying. So that's an attack. So, anyways, what I see is these things happening in the natural, in the spirit. So there's three things happening, folks. If you get anything out of this, it's happening in the natural, right? The natural realm. We know that with the happening right now, that with the election thing happening, there's a lot of tension happening. There's some questions of moving. Should I stay? Not? Should I continue? All this stuff, confusion. And then also we're having it in spiritual things as well. There's things in the atmosphere. There's some spiritual battles happening. I believe there's spiritual battles happening, intense battles. But also in the natural, physical as well. A lot of people are dealing with illness. By the way, if you look at this chart, this Bible code, there's three aspects of that as well. So you got the health issue, right? Battling of health, right? And then the spiritual aspects, which is the Messiah and Elijah and all these things happening, but also in the physical realm, because these activities where it's going to zoom up, where it's going to conflict, is this month. That's what according to this Bible code. So I believe this is reaching up to the conflict, and knowing that it's Halloween, right, in about a couple weeks from now as well, also known as the Day of the Dead. So according to the Jewish calendar, which I follow here, that it's a time of hardship, because it says a cold and rainy season for Israel. Now, cold and rainy season, winter. Interesting, because Matthew 24 talks about make sure you don't have any travels during the winter. It says that in Matthew 24, right? So something about the winter time, it's not a good idea to travel, to do any travel, especially flying, if you can. So you have that going on, and you have prophetically what's happening, what could happen through this month according to history. So if you look, you got to look through the history part of it, but you also have to look through the calendars, the Jewish calendars of what's going on, because this is the real calendar, 5781, according to what God has in place of this. So what you're looking at three aspects of what God's doing. I don't know if you guys got anything on that, but it's pretty cool. Now here, interesting, is called the fall holidays, which is we're at. We're coming up toward Hanukkah, right? And that's another issue there, which is another broadcast of its own. But you have Hanukkah coming up here, and then you have other things happening. You have the different aspects of this holiday here. And I'm trying to find during this time where we're tied into that. So we have somewhere here where things are being happening on there. So interesting time on that. So I hope you guys got that. Very interesting. Again, it's a time where in history where there's a lot of activities happening. By the way, it says that the 17th, 27th represents 11 days difference between the solar and lunar year. It says because Noah's flood began and ended during this month. So it's a time where Noah was in the ark. Now picture this, okay? So Noah was in the ark, and then he was like isolated in the ark, and then he landed in the place where he was called to be during that time, during that. So spiritually, and all these things happening, and also their temple. So I can see where the end time of all those things could happen, and so that's it. I hope you guys got something out of that. Very interesting. We'll see what happens if the Messiah does appear in this month, according to what the Bible code says, and you can see it right here. If that happens or not, we'll see. God bless you guys, and thank you for listening. Make sure you subscribe, and so you can get the current broadcasts and different cool things of what's happening.